I want to say ain't shit wrong with my son. He'll be all right. Ain't shit wrong with him. But like I just took before my show in Battle Creek, I took my baby boy to the ER. Me and my baby boy was at the ER. That's when I got back over here. I was like, Erica, why you tripping on me taking your car? You just had me at the ER for 2-3 hours with him. I ain't took a shower. I ain't got dressed. I literally got to be in Battle Creek. I got to leave for Battle Creek at 5 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. And you talking about find a ride? And I ain't even took a shower yet? Like, oh my God. But it's cool. I just took him to the ER. It's cool. I took my other son up there. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. We could go. Fuck it. Fuck it. That son needs to go up there anyway. Dawg, you know what he need? He needs to go get retested for his allergies. Cause years ago, like when he was like, all right, so I don't know if this is gonna get screen recorded. I don't know if it's gonna get screen recorded or not, but like I know I be saying I've been they dad. Like literally, I've been these niggas' dads, bro. I know like it may seem like to y'all that I'm trying some new shit or I'm doing some new shit. No. This is the same. Everything y'all see today is literally the same shit I was doing 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. It's the same shit over and over and over. It might get tiring to y'all, but it don't get tiring to me. Like I don't get tired of arguing with my baby mama. I don't get tired of stressing out behind my kids, stressing out behind my baby mama. I don't get tired of that shit. Y'all be on the internet, y'all be in the comments like, oh, OMG, ain't y'all tired? Ain't y'all tired? Bitch, this your first video. This your first video you seen talk about ain't you tired? You get what I'm saying? Bitch, I've been doing this shit for 8-9 years. But anyway, I'm finna go tell you about something. What up, though?
Shit, man, I finna get ready to shoot.
All right.
Hey, but Saturday we got an interview with DJ Drea.
Really?
Yep. So I'm just trying to figure out where we're gonna have it at. Either at my spot or here. No matter. It really don't matter.
House.
All right.
This is my house. Or here. It don't matter actually. Saturday?
Saturday 3:30.
Really?
Yep. So.
All right.
Be ready, bro. Have your shit together.
All right. That's a bet. All right, cool. Thank you. Y'all boys, y'all smooth. Listen, dog. Bro, listen. I've been their dads, bro, so I want to go get... Anyway, the point I was trying to make was... When my son was like... My son might have been like 3, maybe. My son might have been like maybe 3. We gave him like a Reese's or a... Okay, yeah. First, we gave him a Reese's. We didn't know he was allergic to peanuts at this time, though. We gave him a Reese's. This nigga was like probably 2. We gave him a Reese's in his whole face. I'm talking about his whole entire... But he looked it different, though, back then. When he was like 1 and 2, he had like a lot fatter face and like chunkier and stuff. The nigga whole face bubbled up, like not swollen, but like little freckles, little dots all over his face, like little rash dots. Yeah, so it was like, oh shit. Took him to the hospital. They're like, yeah, we'll give you this, and then we're gonna have you go see a specialist. Went to see a specialist. They was like, he allergic to peanuts and eggs and pancakes. Son, you all right? Huh? No? You ready to go? All right, we finna go. We about to go.
Can I come?
You gonna be up there for a long time?
No!
Well then, stay here then. We gone. You're gonna have to fix this.
You put it too low now.
He been with me all day.
Wait, a couple hours.
All right, bye.
See
My
ya.
boy.
Keep me updated.
Hey.
And tell them about that. Tell them about that too.
What?
That.
I was talking about.
I'm finna send it to you. Is you okay to go by yourself?
How you gonna? Okay, how you gonna just say you gonna fence it to me? I ain't know you was gonna do that. I thought you was talking about that. That I don't know what that is. You should have started with I'm about to send this to you and tell them about this. That's when you say stuff.
No, or you just use context clues and be smart.
No, because I'm thinking I already knew what that was. But anyway, we gone. Tell them about what is that? You texted already?
Is your phone even charged?
Yes, sir, man. Oh, yeah, I already knew about that. I was going to sit there anyway. All right, we go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. Just chilling with BB. Hey, Beebs. I knew you was gonna be up till 1. Or you gonna be up till 2. So what should I do? Call you back? BB, should I call them back? Should I call them back, BB? Mommy! Ooh. I love you too, Queen.
Yes, Mama.
Pass me this water bottle right here, please. Thank you very much. Thanks.
I'm coming. I'm staying up here.
Please, no.
Yes.
Okay, pass me that remote right here. You just gonna be my servant. All right, now pick up that scarf, put it on the dresser.
Where?
Pick up, what's that purple thing?
Pants?
Put those pants over there on the wall. Now put that diaper in that trash can. Bless you.
Thank you.
Now put that water bottle in that trash can. Now put that sock next to that pants. Now put that receipt in the trash can.
Where's the receipt?
Now get that diaper from that bathroom and put it in the trash can. Oh, he's so cute.
Wait, no.
All right, now turn that light off. Put this on the dresser. And put that pacifier on the dresser too. I can't wait for you. Bring me a diaper and wipes from down there, mommy. What should I watch? Yeah. It's 1 o'clock. What was I finna say? What was I finna say?
What did you say, Mama?
Bring me a diaper and them wipes from down there. Size 1 diaper. Thank you. Not a newborn. Is that size 1 or newborn? Is that N or 1?
1. No, N.
Give me a 1. But thanks for this.
Well, I just put in no 1.
It's no more 1s? Look in the closet, see if you see a pack of 1 diapers in that closet in there. In the closet in the room. I can't wait for you to put that cherry on top. I can't wait for you. Dirty boy. Dirty boy. What you got of me? My forehead. That's it. I gotta get you added to my insurance. Oh shit, look at you. Look at you, baby. Strong man. Okay, number 2, I thought he turned 37. BB is every age all at once. How are you? You got a size 1 action? Okay.
That was a good though.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, I guess I can watch some. The Best Man final chapter. They had a season after the movie. What the hell? They press. I need something to watch that's gonna be. Hi, BB. How are you? Hi. Hi, BB. Say cheese. Baby. Why you don't say cheese? You need some tunes? I can't wait. Oh. Here. Do you want some of this action? Or is it too cold? Is this too cold, baby? Can you breathe while you drinking? Like, what the hell? Why you drinking like that, man? Why are you drinking like that, little boy? What, baby? Let me see if your diaper needs some changing. Maybe so. Maybe it does, baby. A cowboy Christmas romance?
Well, that's the...
I don't like romance movies.
Working for Mr. Safra was a dream job.
Murder in Monaco, that's a drink.
Killed Edmund Safra. The Russian mafia.
Safra ratted out the Russian mafia to the FBI.
Who do you think was responsible for Edmund's death? The nurse who killed Edmund was responsible for his death.
The only evidence of intruders comes from the male nurse.
Am I a liar? No, absolutely not. The evidence clearly shows that I'm not.
I'm feeling closer to my husband than ever.
Some people believe this was murder by Lily Safra. She was a praying mantis.
Billionaire, Black Widow, wife, murder in Monaco. There could be no better murder mystery than Edmund Safra's.
I was in a lawsuit for 5 years over this. Like, we had 10 attorneys. I've been sued a lot. Oh, yeah. Like, I keep our outside law firm employed.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Isabel Vincent. I'm an investigative reporter.
Wow, that's pretty cool, you know.
What's up, baby?
State was the most expensive villa in the world. It was amazing. I go in there, security everywhere, walking around with a Uzi of some sort. Was escorted up to the villa and told I'm meeting their psychiatrist. After a short period of time, the psychiatrist realized it wasn't Charles Manson and everything was good. And so I was to see Mr. Safra's wife, Lily Safra. She was obviously in a class that was way out of my horizons, and she was very, had all the maids and butlers and security personnel doing everything at her whim's call. She said, "Oh, we've heard a lot of things about you. Very good things. I was ex-special forces." So not only was her husband getting a nurse, but he'd be getting bodyguard/nurse. So that was pretty much it. I mean, Lily was talking to me, asked me a few basic questions, and she said, "I'll talk to my husband and you'll come here tomorrow." So I started right then. What's Monaco like? Monaco. Oh, God. All the stuff you see on the James Bond films, the glamour, the richness, casino, just about the richest people in the world are there.
Monaco is a tax-free paradise with more millionaires in a single square mile than anywhere else on the planet.
Monaco is a sunny place for shady people. Here, very rich people avoid paying taxes in their native countries.
Monaco is less than a square mile, and it's just this Disneyland of wealth, which is also very tightly controlled.
Monaco is one of the securest countries, with surveillance cameras here in almost every corner of the Principality.
There's one policeman for every 60 people. It's the safest place in the world.
Monaco is groaning with money, with all the movie stars, royalty, and billionaires.
What's wrong with you? What you been doing?
Working for Mr. Safra was a dream job. I mean, I'm being paid $600 a day, and I'm getting a $10,000 a month stipend to pay for a hotel, maid service, meals, open bar when you weren't working. They covered everything. Like, wow, life is good. The only thing I was lacking was my family. So I approached management after being there several months and said it would be really good if I could get my family over here. And they said, sure. I was checking out schools and the children. I was checking out an apartment that would be close by. So everything was set. I was very lucky. It was absolutely amazing. And then the shit hit the fan.
One of the world's richest bankers died today in a violent and mysterious attack on his home in Monaco.
Safra and his nurse both suffocated to death. His wife managed to escape.
A second nurse was stabbed, but is recovering.
Infermiere aggredito e ferito coltellato dai due killer è ricoverato qui all'ospedale Princessa Grace.
Bien, mesdames, messieurs, il y avait d'agresseurs armés à l'intérieur de l'appartement. Monsieur Safra, réfugié dans la salle de bain en compagnie de son infirmière, Madame Viviane Torrente. Il y a des pompiers étaient présents, ils refusaient de sortir. Et c'est ces fumées-là qui ont causé la mort par asphyxie. Est-ce qu'on sait comment a commencé notre... Nous n'avons pas pu déterminer ce qui avait provoqué l'inflammation. Est-ce que les bandes vidéo ont été saisies? Est-ce qu'elles indiquent le passage d'une division? Les bandes vidéo ont été saisies, leur exploitation est en cours. L'agressé s'appelle le Ted Maher. L'infirmier, il porte un coup de couteau à la cuisse gauche et un coup à l'abdomen. Nous essayons de rassembler des éléments matériels, des témoignages, déterminer si ces procédures de sécurité bien été respectées.
How could one of the richest men in the world be killed in one of the securest countries in the world? What is most important to investigators is how anyone could have managed to get past all of the security that protected Safra.
I was the head of security for Edmund. I tried to cover everything because he's famous, he's rich, he might be subject to attack. Edmund was afraid of terrorist organizations, mafia. So the security around him was massive security. It was a team of up to 25 security guards. They were from specialist army units like the Mossad. Every couple of months, I had new candidates coming in. We did exercises like attacking with arms. Edmund was very satisfied with all the security. With the protection he had, it shouldn't have happened.
Edmund Safra died the way he feared he might. The fire that killed him was set by two hooded intruders who somehow got past the security at Safra's penthouse.
Police believe it was a professional job. Very likely organized crime.
Whoever it was has a long reach and is capable of organizing a daring, brutal, and vindictive maneuver.
He was a billionaire in his own right, the head of an international financial empire, and he had enemies.
Ci segue ora anche la pista della mafia russa che avrebbe...
Very quickly, the news starts saying that the Russian mob sent people to kill Edmund.
In Israel, they are speculating the Russian mob had put a contract out on Safra's life.
It did have significant investments in Russia, and there may have been some shadowy connection.
Who am I looking at?
So you're look, I'm gonna be right in here.
Okay.
Who is Bill Browder?
Bill Browder was Safra's Russian connection.
Edmund was my business partner. I was a specialist in the Russian stock market. We set up this joint venture, the Hermitage Fund. He put up the first $25 million. It was an unbelievable success. We went from $25 million to about $1 billion 18 months later. But in 1998, the Russian government devalued their currency by 75%. We lost $900 million of our clients' money.
The ruble's value tumbled on the Moscow trading screens. Russian banks have collapsed.
The situation has become lethal. Most Russian banks are bankrupt.
Edmund Safra was deeply involved in Russia. His banks had lost billions there in the economic collapse, and in recent months he had moved to
For a bomb, poison, I didn't know what. I can't imagine it was very nice for Safra to live like that his whole life.
Edmund was paranoid because certainly he had done business with Russia with some very unsavory characters. Also, around the time that Safra is investing in Bill Browder's hedge fund, that's when he comes across Russian mob money flowing into American banks. And Safra reports this to the FBI.
Safra's banks apparently played a role in alerting U.S. authorities that a rival New York bank was laundering Russian mob money.
and his own banks may have been used by the Russian mob as well.
Republic National Bank were the big transporters of physical cash to Russia. They would have these things called a money plane, which was organized by Republic National Bank, which was obviously Edmund's bank. They would put on these big crates of cash, and they would move the cash from New York to Russia on this plane with all these security guards, and then the banks would get the cash. And so I would imagine part of the investigation at Republic was this cash business.
His bank was flying $1 billion to Russia every day.
2 months ago, his bank testified in Congress about alleged Russian money laundering.
The Republic informed the FBI and other appropriate authorities.
Edmund's bank received a letter from the FBI thanking them for their cooperation. This letter is dated August. Then in December, 4 months later, he's killed. He's given this evidence to the FBI, and he's a mark.
By people in a van.
Well, what happened was,
Eat now, little boy.
I was just, walking down the street, and I noticed this white van was definitely keeping an eye on me, following me. I'm like, what the heck is this all about?
I can't wait.
As soon as it happened so quick, and I was just pushed into this van. These guys were masked, they had guns, and their voices were Russian.
They showed him pictures of his wife coming out of their home in New York, pictures of his children.
They made it really clear that, I would do what I was told to make sure these steel shutters, which cover the windows in Mr. Safra's apartment, are open on one night in particular. I said, I'm not even working this night. I'm off. And then they said, you will be there.
Ted was told to follow these instructions, or else we'll be sorry.
If I do something wrong, my family's going to be killed, murdered, missing, hurt. What a horrible feeling. Now, remember, I'm not meant to be working that night. But then, it was early evening, and,
I low-key forgot to
on the phone
here,
rang.
I'll be honest.
It was one of the managers
Like,
of
his
Stafford,
ear, he
and
took
he
your,
said, Mr. Mayor,
my
it was
Minks
short
in his
notice,
ear was
but
hurting.
one of the nurses had a problem with her visa, and I had to work.
Okay, so take me back to the night of.
The nurse working with me that night, Vivian, she started in Safra's bedroom. Then we would rotate back and forth through the entire night. I checked all the windows, and the steel shutters are all closed. But then I noticed the nursing station shutters was still open. And I'm like, wow, I don't have to do anything. Now I know that this is open for a reason. It's a pretty sickening feeling knowing that something's going to happen to you. You don't have any idea what. I was in a little room that Saffron utilized for a gym. The next thing I know, I'm hit her with the back of the head. I see the intruders. These two guys are masked. My special forces training took over. I grabbed a 10-kilo weight. I hit one of the guys. He went down. The other guy had the knife. This guy came forward with a knife and got me mid-size where I'm grabbing his hand and coming down. And I blacked out. After being unconscious for maybe a couple seconds, I came to and I'm bleeding. I'm looking around. I don't see anybody, but the apartment was huge. I went to the bedroom where Safra was, and Vivian says, "Oh my God, you're bleeding." And I said, "Somebody's broken in and put Safra in what we call a safe room, and here's my cell phone. Call for help."
Safra slammed the door and said, "Sound the alarm." In Mr. Safra's bedroom, there was an alarm that Ted did not know about.
Nobody had ever trained it to like, oh, there's a 911 emergency, so nobody else knew about it.
The only alarm that Ted knew was a fire alarm.
We had a small trash can there. In French, it's called a poubelle. I put it right underneath the smoke alarm. And I lift some tissue in as I can. And the alarm went off. Vivian's calling on my phone. I'm like, damn, somebody has to come. I make it to the elevator. I'm feeling real dizzy. And I pass out.
If your client who's facing many years in prison says that's his story, no matter how many times I would grill him on it, then I have to go with his story. Michael Griffith. I was contacted by Ted's wife, Heidi. She told me what happened to her.
Lily Safra, Edmund's wife.
Heidi was contacted by Lily Safra's staff.
My concern with Ted is you're right because I was told he was injured badly.
Mommy, where are you going?
Heidi and her brother were invited over to Monaco and their fare paid by Lily Safra.
I took a plane with my brother straight to Nice and was greeted with a limo at the airport. The limo was supposed to bring me straight to the hospital to see Ted.
On the way to the hospital, a phone call came in to the driver of the limo.
The limo all of a sudden turned around and brought us straight to the police station. I asked why, and they said we needed to help confirm who I was to see my husband, so I had my passport and everything. I was questioned at the police station extensively, the background, how he got the job. I left the police station for a break outside with my brother. Suddenly a car came up with 3 people all dressed in black jumpsuits and grabbed us and kidnapped us. They held us in a room in a hotel for 3 days under surveillance and took our passports.
I wake up in a hospital bed, and these 2 detectives come in. They say, there's been a huge fire, and Edmund Safra and Vivian have died. And right then, I mean, I wept like a baby. I mean, I couldn't believe that they had died. I mean, it was like, in my mind, I'm like, from what? They showed me a newspaper and said, you're responsible for this. Sign these documents. What are you talking about, signing documents? I'm not signing anything. Yeah, this shows you're responsible for what you did. And I said, listen, I have not killed anybody, and I'm not signing anything. But this police officer said, you're going to sign this. Otherwise, your wife's not going to go back to your children. And they showed me my wife's passport. What a horrible feeling. My family's been threatened. I mean, you can't imagine what's going to happen if I don't sign this document.
So do you sign the document?
What else? What would any man do? Your wife's not going to go back to your children. You know, 2.5, 3.5-year-old, and 8-year-old. Sure, I signed it.
What did the document say?
Well, at that point, I had no idea what it said. It was all in French.
In his confession, Ted Mayhair said he never wanted to harm Edward Safra, that he was an excellent employer. As for all the talk of a wider plot, prosecutors now say there was none, but they believe Ted Mayhair acted alone.
It sort of sounded plausible that he set the fire so that he could be the big rescuer and that he stabbed himself in the stomach to add drama to the situation. But according to Ted, it was a forced statement.
And I gave up it all because it was his family. Hi, Daddy.
I hope to be home soon, okay?
Mm-hmm. I sent you a picture.
I love you. Never forget that, okay?
Okay. Bye. I love you.
Bye-bye.
I love you.
Oh, Heidi, I love you.
I had no motive. Why would I want to kill a golden goose that was giving me a $10,000 golden egg a month as a paycheck just to take care of my children and my wife and my apartment? And he's paying me $600 a shift. I mean, you know, I have everything. I have more than anything I'd ever dream of. Why would anybody risk losing that?
In crimes, you're always looking for who had any benefits from that.
Safra and his nurse both suffocated to death. His wife managed to escape.
La femme du banquier, qui était à l'autre bout de l'appartement au moment du drame, n'a pas été inquiétée.
Edmund left his fortune to his wife.
This is her third husband. When I was researching Lily Safra, there was absolutely no information about her early life. How does somebody from Rio de Janeiro, who grows up middle class, ascend to the heights of world society? You know, she marries 4 times. Each time her fortunes go up. What was it about her? Why was she so seductive? I became totally obsessed. I moved to Brazil because I knew how difficult it was to find anything in Brazil. I tracked people down, but they would just totally clam up, and they were so afraid of Lily. I think people had this view of her as a dangerous woman. There was always this fear that people were following me. I was sure somebody was watching the apartment. I finally got Lily's school records. There were clues about where she lived. So I went to the neighborhoods, and people still remembered her. Then I discovered these parallels between Edmund's death and what happened with husband number 2, Alfredo Monteverde.
Freddie Monteverde. Do you know that story? He was one of the richest men in Brazil. He owned hundreds of department stores.
They were called Ponte Frio, named after the refrigerators they imported. Lily married Alfredo in the 60s. A couple of years after they married, he died under rather strange circumstances. When I got the autopsy report, I found out he committed suicide by shooting himself twice.
So the first 2 husbands both died of natural causes. I don't think either of them was murdered.
Well, the second one died of 2 gunshot wounds to the chest.
Okay. So he was so he was murdered.
They ruled it as suicide.
Yeah, I don't know how you shoot yourself twice.
The whole thing was totally implausible. It was ridiculous.
O empresário Alfredo Monteverde foi encontrado sem vida em sua residência. As investigações policiais concluíram tratar-se de suicídio.
Rosita Fanto, Freddie Monteverde's sister, was a great friend of mine. Freddie had discovered that Lily was having an affair with Edmund Safra. Freddie called Rosita and told her that he would be getting in touch with his lawyers to divorce Lily. And shortly thereafter, Freddie was found dead.
What was strange was the speed with which Lily secured his assets.
When Rosita realized what had happened, she went ballistic. It was rightfully her money.
In the will Lily gave to everybody, there was no mention of his mother and sister, who were the original shareholders in his company. Certainly there were parallels with the Safra situation. Both wills were changed mere weeks before they died.
Edmund agreed to change the will and then was going to reverse it.
His two brothers, who were like his best friends, Maurice and Joseph, are all of a sudden erased from the will. And Lily inherits $4.8 billion, tax-free. So about a week before Edmund died, they both became Monegasque citizens. And if you're a Monegasque citizen, you do not pay tax. Is that coincidence or is that by design? It's very convenient.
I warmly congratulate you on reaching this notable milestone.
Mrs. Lily Safra.
But the main reason people suspected Lily was because on the night that Edmund died, the bodyguards supposedly had the night off.
Not one member of Safra's personal army was with him the night of the fire.
A few months before, Lily gave a clear order that she doesn't want any security there because Monaco is secure. So I went to see Edmund and he told me, listen, do what you need to do without Lily knowing it.
I ask you to stay in your chairs